today I have a Dolly character backstory. This is Shinkun. I'll be telling you all about her story. Shinkun was born in 2011. She is a boys and girls Melissa doll, but due to a falling accident, her hands have been replaced with an unknown company. In my story world, she is a human child between the ages of 10 and 12. She is the third oldest of a family of 4. She is a fan of Sailor Moon, so she considers herself a Moonie, and she never leaves home without her favorite doll, Gremlin. Shinkun loves creepy and cute things. She loves spending her day wearing pastel colors, eating sweets, and playing games with her siblings. As far as Shinkun can think back, her life started at an orphanage. She didn't get along with all the other little girls. Rather than playing with Barbies and playing house, Shinkun wanted to play with old vintage toys. She liked exploring and talking to her big-eyed monster doll Gremlin, and she didn't care what the other girls thought. She found humans boring. She'd rather explore the unknown than hang out with them. Most of all, she hated cooking class. The only good part was eating the sweets, but it was kind of hard to enjoy them when all your stuff came out like charcoal. But that all changed when her class had a surprising guest. What made this guest so special was not her blue hair. It was her long ears. It was the first time Shinkun was excited for class. There was an elf in the classroom. The elf introduced herself as Kairi, and she was here as a substituting cooking teacher. Shinkun couldn't take her eyes off her. She wanted to ask her so many questions, like how old she was, what kind of elf she was. All these thoughts bubbled in her head that she forgot she was in cooking class and added salt instead of sugar to her cookie recipe. When her cookies were done baking, she bit into the cookie without realizing what she had done. She quickly spat the cookie chunks out as she stuck her tongue out, looking for a glass of water. The other little girls laughed in the class, pointing and laughing as she waved her arms around like a mad woman. Kairi hushed the little girls down as she lightly grabbed Shinkun on the shoulders and handed the poor girl a glass of water. Tears ran down the little girl's face as she slowly sipped the water. "What's the matter?" Kairi asked as she softly brushed the tears out of the girl's eyes. Shinkun didn't care what the other girls thought of her, but she was tired of being the oddball and having no place to call her own. The elf girl only smiled as she took the girl's hands and led her out of the classroom all the way to the adoption office. The next thing Shinkun knew, the blue-haired elf was signing papers and helping her pack her bags. It was happening so fast, her brain was spinning. As soon as she was outside the orphanage gates, the only words that could come out of her mind was, "Why?" she repeated a few times. Kairi looked down. "I know what it's like to be alone in this world with no family. Also, someone has to make sure my little sister doesn't make any more salt cookies," she smiled as happy tears ran down Shinkun's face. When Shinkun got to her new home, there was another surprise. Standing in the living room was a white-haired man playing a violin. "Hello, little Hime," he smiled when she entered the room. In her surprise, the man was not human or elf. He was a vampire, and Kairi explained that the man was Ryuk and her brother, which made him Shinkun's too. She always wanted a family. Even human ones would have been alright, but having a non-human family was icing on the cake. Ryuk showed her vintage things he had collected over the centuries, and Kairi would bake her all the cookies and cakes she would eat. It was nice being a little sister and having older siblings teach you new things. But what was even more nicer is when she discovered her baby brother Loki. But that's another story. That's all I have about Shinkun's backstory for now. Thanks for watching and have a good day!